Welcome back, people. You're here for another match review, and it was just like I told you it would be. It was biblical, it was tough, it was a rollover, it was harsh, and it was beautiful. We're talking about West Brom 0, Leeds United 5. Now, I went easy on West Brom. I said it was going to be 4. They decided to tack another one at the end. What can we do? Listen, before this game, and I was reading loads of stuff online and from other Leeds fans and hearing all kinds of things, and I had to check the fixtures because I thought we had Liverpool or Man City coming up. I thought I made a mistake or something. You know, there's people talking like, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen in this game. Oh, Big Sam is back. Oh, Big Sam. Oh, what we going to do? West Brom, this could be a real banana peel. What? Nah. It went exactly the way I knew it was going to go. And this is the beautiful thing about doing previews, reviews, and all of that good stuff. This is the beautiful thing. It's all on record. So when you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you get clipped up, whatever. But listen, what happened is exactly what I said was going to happen. We had too much. Listen, when you measure up the two teams straight away, West Brom and Albion have still got a championship squad. We do in a large sense, but we've added some quality, and that quality was on show today. You know who I'm talking about straight away, don't you? Raphinha. Beautiful player, just beautiful, but we'll get to him a bit later. I was looking at people saying that this is going to be a big test, Bielsa versus Big Sam. Are you crazy? Sam Allardyce versus Marcelo Bielsa. Listen, this is where we are, and people are very reactionary. West Brom managed to squeeze out a draw against Liverpool, and I mean squeeze it out. They're getting so much praise for sitting back, and then eventually taking a chance that they got. But if they had lost the game, no one would be talking about West Brom at all. But they got a point, didn't they? So everyone goes on. People are just so reactionary and recency bias and everything. So they thought that West Brom would be coming to this game with a renewed vigour. I said to my West Brom supporting friend, and shout out to him who had to go through the pain, but I said, you guys knackered yourself out against Liverpool, and he didn't even make any changes today. So he put out that same team against us, who is we're always gonna give you a good run around. We're always gonna keep moving. Our movement today was sensational. Like they couldn't stop us today. You know, I mean, the stats are stats and all that stuff, but they had like 150 plus passes. Like, I think it was under 160 compared to our 600 plus. Now, sometimes you can have loads of passes and not do anything with them, but we was efficient with the ball today. We moved it around. We got it to our most dangerous players. Everyone was getting involved. It's hard to just pick out a few players today. You know, we absolutely took them to school, and I knew it would happen. You're not always right about these things, but I had a feeling, because I just don't know where people get this from. Sam Allardyce. Maybe if Sam Allardyce had made a few signings, you know, from the January window, and you're going into it, you think, okay, maybe. But this West Brom squad has got nothing for me to worry about. Nothing at all. And they were just very lucky against Liverpool. It wasn't a great performance. It was just that Liverpool didn't step on their necks. You know, Liverpool just kind of took it a little bit too easy on them. But I knew we wouldn't. And I said this on the show yesterday with James, Rants and Expressions. I said that we're going to absolutely squeeze their necks. And we did that. I went for a 4-0. I can't believe I took it so lightly. It was 4-0 at half time. You know, we beat them 5-0 away from home. And it could have been more. But, you know, we took our foot off the gas in the second half. But, I mean, let's start with that opening goal. I mean, what a gift. You know, Romain Sawyers and Sam Johnstone. I mean, Sam Johnstone looks like he kept all his great performances for Manchester United, you know, wanted to prove a point, but they were both at fault for that. You know, Romain Sawyers didn't look up. Sam Johnstone wasn't in where a goalkeeper usually is. And that just got us rolling. And they're straight away. West Brom can't just sit back and defend, because they need to come out and get a goal. Our second goal, Alioski, credit to him. You know, the thing was, you know, when he ran up to hit that ball, I could see it in his head. I think I tweeted it. I said, in his head, he's thinking, just keep this down. Just keep this down. Please just keep this down. He kept it down. Beautiful finish in the far corner. Big credit to Alioski for that one. Third goal, Jack Harrison. What can you say? That left foot is just magic. And the quicker we get that deal done with Man City to get him permanent, the better. There's nowhere better he needs to be, or better that he can be under Bielsa at Leeds United. It's just a match. And I love Jack Harrison. Even when he was going through his lean patches, I said that game against Newcastle would be one that he could get his confidence back, and he did. He's just vital for us. And he can play left wing or left wing back. It don't matter. The guy's interchangeable. So, you know, another good performance from Jack Harrison today. Fourth? Yeah, fourth goal. Yeah, I mean, Rodrigo gets in on the act, deflected effort. Fair enough. You're going in at half-time 4-0. You know, beautiful, you know, images online. Everyone calling out Paul Merson. Like I said to you, and I think I said it in the last video, somebody forwarded me the latest comments from Paul Merson about Leeds fans should be livid with the way that we play. I didn't listen to it because you know what he's going to say. Same way that he'll probably go on about this performance today and say that, wow, you know, if Leeds keep on doing this, they could go for Europe, Jeff. They could go for Europe. They look absolutely amazing. He's the biggest flip-flop pundit in the world, and I refuse to listen to him, you know, waffle on anymore. Leave pundits like that in the mud. You know, and I'm not going to talk about pundits too much there because I know I've been doing that a lot lately, but just some of the takes are just horrendous. You know what I mean? I didn't have the commentary on today. There was 2 games going on in the house today. So I had the commentary on low. At the end of the game, though, I heard that Karen Carney talk about the COVID break came in. She's just another one that repeats a trope what's said, you know, by people in general. But at the time when the COVID break came in, we had won 5 in a row and 5 clean sheets. So you tell me where the fatigue is there, you know? People just don't know what they're talking about, and they just repeat stuff that other people say and just roll with it as fact. But enough about these people, these people, yeah? So there we are, rolling into the second half. We're taking the foot off the gas. You know, Melier's messing about a little bit. Our defence are doing some risky back passes. But you know what? We had a moment of quality from the guy that graces this shirt. The guy that's gracing the back of this shirt right here. And when I tell you that I haven't been this excited about a player since we was last in the Prem, I mean every single word of it. I have not been this excited in a long time. Every time Raphinha gets the ball, I just think he's going to do something. And the move that preceded the goal was really good 1-2 football. Dallas involved, Shackleton, who came on a sub, involved. But as soon as Raphinha dribbled through, I knew where the ball was going. I knew it was going top corner. I didn't even need to see it hit the net. I knew exactly where it was going. The guy is top class. And I feel so lucky that we got him. And can you believe, for people that don't know, can you believe that the guy only cost £70 million? When you consider what other players have gone for in this Premier League, 70 million is pocket change for a player of that quality. He's only getting better. And for me, he's somebody that you pay money to go and see. He's one of those players. And when the lineup was announced and we heard that Lee Peltier was getting drafted in to go up against Raphinha, I knew it was over then. I knew it was over before, but then I thought maybe I need to adjust this score of 4-0 to maybe something a bit greater. There was no chance. Lee Peltier was awful for us back. I don't even remember when it was, because I tell you what, I blacked out that period of time, because that era of football for us was terrible, like the worst. You don't even want to revisit if you're a Leeds fan. Just awful. Sometimes we'll go in games without a shot on goal, and he was part of that team. He's moved on it. He's just one of those nothing right backs. Doesn't get forward, doesn't defend very well. Terrible. And he's been asked to play left back against Raphinha. West Brom may as well have just tried to forfeit the game 3-0 and just said, you know what, we don't fancy this today because Leeds are going to absolutely rip us a new one. And we did. It was easy. Absolute light work, like I knew it would be. And I think it's scar tissue from the last 15 years for Leeds fans that just can't enjoy anything or believe in anything. I had it for a while, but there's no way that we're in the Premier League and we're going up against West Bromwich Albion and I'm worrying about that kind of game. No chance. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, people really worried about this game today. Nah. You got to believe in this, man. This is a different era. It's a different team, different manager, different ownership. You know, you got to shake some of those scars away. And if you're not going to look forward to this game, then you're really going to dread the game against Tottenham, aren't you? You're going to think that we've got no chance. Now, I'm not going to give a prediction and say that we're going to beat Tottenham or anything like that. I think it's going to be one hell of a game. I think it's going to be a really tough game. I couldn't even give a score prediction with expressions yesterday because I just don't know. Because at the moment, there's a game tomorrow with Fulham. We don't know if that's even going to go ahead because there's been a COVID outbreak in the Fulham camp. I want Son and Kane to play 90 minutes in that game tomorrow and possibly get rested, but now Bale's out now, so probably they won't be rested, but maybe they'll be tired. Because the way that we play, unfortunately, is kind of tailor-made for the way Tottenham play. Because the way that they break on the counter is devastating when it works. You know, they've been devastating. I know they've been a bit off form lately, but the way that we play so open, they would probably exploit us a couple of times. And when you're talking about world-class people like Son and Kane, it's a bad combination. So at this point in time, I think that we're on good form. I'm going to suggest maybe a draw at this point in time. I may change that through the week. You know, we've got a few days until that game, but this was a great way to end the year. You know, it's been a tough year in outside of football for a lot of people. For Leeds United, you know, we've had promotion and I think we're currently 11th. Don't quote me on that. I haven't checked the table, but I know our goal difference is back down to 0. So yes, we conceded a lot, but guess what? We scored a lot too. Hey, what can you do? I'd take that. Give me Bielsa ball over Big Sam ball any day of the week. It's not even close. It's not even a contest, you know? So I'm going to enjoy this victory. This will be the last video of 2020. Let's hope 2021 is a much better year all around for everything, right? Let's just hope it's a better year all around for everything. Thank you for all the support so far. Hopefully it gets bigger as we go along. And yeah, just keep liking, subscribing, commenting, interacting, man. It's all good. KGPOV on all the socials. My Instagram isn't live, even though people are tagging me on that thing. I don't really check that much. Twitter's my main thing. And I'm gonna end it with Raphinha. You're the best. You're the best. Let's go, Leeds.